almost like a ghost town of an RV park.
Well, there's something way down there too. Uh-oh, you better fix that. We just got to camp. We are lakeside. This is Lake Ouachita. There are lots of hunters camping out here, but they're mostly camping along the roadway, like deep in the woods. But we have a nice quiet spot out here, away from everybody. We have a little beach right down there. We'll be spending some time down there tomorrow. It's dark, it's cold, our fire burned out, so this is what we're doing. We're finding a movie to watch. What you gonna watch, babe?
I don't know yet. Just seeing what's on.
If you hear that noise, this is Max van. Good morning. So last night we stayed boondocking on Lake Ouachita. It got down to 31 degrees and we literally burned up a whole propane tank where the propane turned to stay warm. So there is a place called Little Fur Landing. It has full hookups. We're gonna stay there tonight and tomorrow night because the temperature is going to be very cold at night. I'll show you a little bit out here. We did get to have a really nice campfire, which I'll share with you all. And we're about to pack up and go fill our tanks and move sites. It's okay, Chloe. Poor Chloe, that kind of scared her. You ready to go bye-bye? Yep, she is. Whew, it's cold. We're packing up. It's 30 degrees out here right now. Gonna go fill up our propane, our gas tanks, or the fuel for the generators. And we're gonna get an electric hookup site for tonight and tomorrow night while it's gonna be so cold. And then we'll go back to boondocking. I can't even talk, it's so cold. The wind coming off of that water is brutal. These old truck campers have these old plugs like this. It's not doing anything. Oh, did you switch the thing back? I don't know why these things are so stinking slow. It's so beautiful out here though. This is Lake Ouachita. We will be back. There it is. I don't know if you can see it. Nope. ran the power cord way underneath there. Tony has to do this twist angle thing. Okay, we got it?
Now let's let me turn on the power and see
Okay.
if the lights come on.
Got running lights. What'd you drop?
Rain fell off.
Uh-oh, you better fix that. Can't be rolling unmarried. Plug in the backup camera. Turn it on.
There we go.
All right. We are here at Little Fur Landing. We're nice and cozy in the camper. Oh, we just had showers. It feels so good. It's 62 outside. I think we're about ready to go enjoy a walk. We need to. We've been cooped up in this camper because it's been so cold. Tony's getting his shower. Where's Chloe? There she is. Hi, baby girl. Are you under your blanket? Hi, Chloe, baby. Okay, you can have your blanket back. You ready to go for a walk? Come on. We're here at Little Fur Landing, not to be confused with Little Fur Recreation Area. There is literally hardly anybody here. We have 2 RVs right next to us. This one, our RV, and then there's another one down there, and there hasn't been anybody at them. So this is a trash bin? Huh. Well, I guess that's one way to keep the raccoons out of it. Okay. So there's a roadway that goes down to a dock. It must just be storage for the winter or something. Well, there's something way down there too. You see that? Way down there at the end of the peninsula. Let's go see. So, weddings maybe? Because I think they've held weddings here. And I think that's where the pastor stands. There's something up here. Let's go see what that is.
Chloe pulled you up the hill. She wants to get out there.
It's not, it doesn't affect her at all.
She's like, come on, you old slow people.
That's weird. The curtains are moving inside that one. There's nobody there. Maybe there's a fan on or something. Good morning. We have just had showers. Well, I had my shower. Tony's in there right now. It is going to be very nice today, about 74 degrees. So we are going to leave our full hookup campsite and go enjoy the spot we were at. Hopefully it's still available. It's in the National Forest. and right on the water. I'm hopeful for that. The winds are supposed to be around 2 miles an hour, which is perfect for a fire. We have plenty of firewood. So hopefully we will get to enjoy this. Little Chloe's getting in it. Hi, Chloe. How did you get up there, silly girl? She figured out how to climb up that step, get right here, climb up on the laundry bag, and then get in Dad's spot while Dad's in the shower. And Dad just happens to have some chips up here that she thinks smells wonderful. Hey, Chloe Bears. You comfy over there? Hi, sugar. Sweet girl. Look at you. We are here in the Ouachita National Forest on Lake Ouachita. We have us a nice little quiet waterfront spot. We rolled up to this campsite and the fire pit is pretty gross.
Always leave them better than you find them.
Yep. We managed to get here without a shovel, so we're gonna have to make the best of this fire pit. I might try to kick some of these pine needles away from it a little bit. I do have a broom. I could probably sweep them away with that. We're kind of down on the backside of a hill here, so we have early shade, so it's cooled off nicely. We've only seen one boat go by. There was a car that pulled in like up that way earlier, and they left out. That's a good thing. So we have the whole campground to ourselves. This is a primitive campground. No electric, no water. But we're set up for that, so it's all fine and dandy. I don't know who empties the trash cans out here, but they're pretty full.
There's a sign right there that says leave no trace. But I see a lot of trace.
No, no, me too. Tonight we're having pizza for dinner. I'm gonna make a homemade pizza crust. I brought my stand mixer. Call me crazy. I love this thing and I don't want to knead dough by hand, so I'm gonna use it. Yes, it fits in the truck camper and travels well. Alright, so I'm just gonna half this recipe because I don't have the room in the freezer to freeze any other dough, and I'm only making one pizza. This crust is pretty thick, so I don't need that much bread. So 2 1/4 cups of flour. I'm just gonna put this in a little bit at a time and sift it as I go. One and a half teaspoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 1/8 teaspoon of active dry yeast. I want to mix the dry ingredients well in the blender before I add the liquid. 3/4 cups of lukewarm water, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, time to let it do its thing. Alright, the dough should form a shaggy mixture just like this. It'll fall off the hook. There we go. Next, we want to cover the dough for about 60 to 90 minutes. I'll just check on it and see how quickly it's rising. The temperature is pretty fair in here, I would say. Let's see, It's about 68 degrees, so we'll just keep an eye on this. I'm gonna set a timer and I'll check on it. Okay, I let the dough rise. It ended up being 90 minutes. Just really didn't rise a whole lot. I don't know if it's the temperature. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, just put this in the pan and bake it. Alright, put the dough in the pan. Spread it out. Let me get a little bit of oil on my hands so it'll help. Okay. I put this parchment paper in here so it'll make it easier on my cast iron to clean. Just keep working the dough around the edges. It'll thin out a little bit. Around the edges, I usually just stretch it a little bit and kind of roll it over. Gives it a little bit of a thick crust. Alright, I have preheated the oven. Bake for 18 to 20 minutes at 400. Alright, timer just went off, so let's pull the pizza out of the oven. Oh yeah, looks great. Alright, time for toppings. We have pizza sauce. This time I'm using Rayo's. I'm going to add a little extra flavor. It tastes pretty good, but I want more flavor. I'm going to add a little more garlic, some oregano, a little onion powder, red pepper flakes, and I thought I had mozzarella. Apparently it's Monterey Jack. Pepperonis, a little bit of Colby Jack on that too before I put those on there. Never have too much cheese. This is for Tony. He loves mushroom. That's gonna be a really cheesy pizza. I'll run some butter around it. Throw this thing back in the oven. Alright, let's cook it probably, we'll check it about 15 minutes. Alright, pizza's done. Time to pull it out of the oven. Ooh, that's hot. Goodness gracious. Oh, it smells amazing. Oh man, look at that cheesy pizza. I'm gonna let that cool just a little bit and then we'll pull out of there and get it sliced up. Okay, let's cut this pizza and see how it turned out. How is that pizza? How is it?
Good.
Have you even had a bite yet? Mmm. Thick crust. Delicious.